Hi guys, my name is Firefly and welcome back to a brand new episode of Timberborn. Where in the last episode we pretty much completed Vacation Island, and now I have power running to it. Look at this. Just look at them. There's no one on it. Never mind. But there are sometimes beavers on it and they have a lot of fun. It's looking absolutely beautiful. So if you want to know how the power got in there, let's take off the water and let's take a look. So I got power line coming all the way around here. Our little storage area here for maintenance work has a power line underneath it, and this ever so sneaky power connector over the levees down into here, which then feeds under here and then feeds the rest of the place with power. And you know what, we're holding up okay. If you can see, the batteries are going down, but they're going down pretty slowly. So before they hit the ground, we normally have the windmills hitting back. And I've still got more to blow up here, so we can still make more power or store more power. So there's still possibilities with that. But in today's episode, as we're coming down to the last few episodes, whether this is going, I don't think this will be the last one, but we've got a few clean up things to do. There's mostly a few more episodes left. So one thing I do want to get done is the fact that I never have enough catalyst. I have a large amount of biofuel, but catalyst is a bit of a problem. And the reason why that's a problem is because we don't have maple syrup. We're very bad at producing maple syrup. Now I've got all of these ready for maple syrup, but it just doesn't produce it fast enough. I got all these for chestnuts, and I'm cutting these trees down for use in the bakery and all that jazz. So today we need to figure out how we're going to get maple syrup. I also tried to offset some maple syrup here, but there's no one available. That's mostly why I've kind of slowed down. So if the trees doesn't get cut fast enough, we take the maple syrup from here and bring it over there. So that's another thing we need to do. We need to make sure everyone is, well, we have enough beavers for every district as well. So we might need to ramp up production here. So there's a few things that we need to do. Let's see, we've got 7 free beavers here. So we can send an extra 7 here, right? So let's put it to 5. That should then, yeah, so we've got that in there. So that should help with some of the maple syrup. But we're going to need more. And I want to clean up stuff like this and this, so it makes it look a little bit more neater, because what is this doing here really? And then we've got to figure out how we're going to fix this staircase. Or we may just do something else with the staircase and make it integrate into the earth here, make it look a little bit better. But then let's see how this episode goes. So, okay, maple syrup. How are we going to get maple syrup in this area? Because we're using quite a lot here. We're using everything here, and this is not irrigated. Now the problem if I irrigate this place is that the water will flow into here and go into the houses underneath the grills here, which then will flood them and make everything absolutely terrible. So I can't actually irrigate this area unless I put an actual irrigation tower, but that doesn't really give a lot of space, does it? I feel like that doesn't give a lot of space. It can't go on platforms. I did not know that. Let's check. Oh, it can't go on platform. Makes sense, because it must put water into the ground, right? But yeah, so we might have to rearrange this, get a proper wood area for our beavers over here, even though we have a lot of wood. I don't know why this always runs out. We don't use that much wood, do we? So anyways, there's not really much space here for maple syrup. So maybe we can make a whole new area over here just to produce maple, or we can make a whole new district, a maple district. Now that would be a bit excessive, I think. I think that would be quite excessive. but it might just be what we need, because this is definitely not enough. At the same time, I don't think I want another district. So we might have to blow up all of this. And what is the pathing look like? Pathing is not too bad. We could actually use this whole space for maple trees. And then we can rework this space, and then we can get some berries down. So I think that is a plan. I think that's a plan. All right, so let's get this all blown up and let's figure out what we're gonna do from there. And just like that, we have a canvas for our lovely forest. Now, that mountain took a hell of a lot of explosives. It took a long time, but we have done it. So let's take a look at what's going on. So I have been using this maple syrup. So this place is getting maple syrup and it's sending it to the farm. The farm then sends it to here once it's filled up this area. So we're not making too much of it, as you can see. So that's the reason why we need maple trees. We have started getting some catalysts because I have been farming this quite a bit. But to be fair, they're not moving fast enough. That might be the issue as well. So we might have to make that a little bit more efficient, because it looks like it's got maple on it. Yeah, 100% maple on it. That's got a storage there. Do you know what this place can do? It can use. It can mostly use a maple storage. And I can't get it right there. Oh, I could mostly just use one of these for now, because that's mostly what's slowing it down a little bit. Anyways, so we're going to get maples over here. And I think we're going to do 10 by 10. I think that's the way we should be doing this. Now let's take a look at what do we need. A tapper shack, I think, or trapper shack. I can never remember what that's called. A tapper shack, that's it. So that collects the maple resin. So I would say, oh, that is a good range. Oh, perfect. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So we can actually get rid of some of this pathing, because all we need is this bad boy, and I don't think we'll need two. I think one may be enough, but we can get two if it's a problem. So let's get, oh, we're gonna need a forestry down, but we're only gonna need a forestry down for the first bit. Once the first bit is done, then we can delete that forestry, because we're not actually cutting down the trees. We're only gonna be harvesting them. That is a lot. That is a hell of a lot. Do I even need that much? Because I'm thinking of putting pine here and maybe getting rid of this, because it's just out of place, right? It doesn't seem like the best of places. So I'm maybe thinking of putting all pine here, removing this, because that could then mean we can have a tree chopping area down here, because that is a lot of maple. I think that's going to be more than enough. Okay, so let's get a stack of maple. Actually, we can do something even better. We can get another stack of maple trees, but we will chop them down if needed, and if we don't need the wood, then they can just harvest it. Ain't that gonna be amazing? So we'll delete this. We do need to get more water down here, so I'm most probably gonna blow up this and get some irrigation going, and we'll see how far that actually takes us in terms of, does it reach? I don't think it will reach out here, so we may have to go around here somewhere, but we'll check that out in a sec. Now let's get these maple trees. So we could do something like that, and if we do need irrigation, we can pull it right here. In fact, let's just start doing it just in case. Let's do that like that. Let's get some path in so they can actually reach over there. That is still too far. That is still too far. That is way too far for some reason. Okay. So they can't actually reach down there. To be fair, this should be more than enough. So we're going to delete this. And that should be fine. Let's blow this up. Let's put another layer. Because we like 2 layers. Look at that. That pretty much covers it. that pretty much covers it. But we're going to put one here anyway. Just for the sake of it. And then we're going to get one going along there. And then once that's done, we will need some form of storage. We've got this storage here. So they're going to fill up, but that's quite far, isn't it? So we might trade this out for some pine resin storage. I got chestnut storage over here, so that's fine. We need to have this like this. Okay, so in terms of storage, we can fit them like that, but it'll be a bit off-centered. Okay, so this is how I've decided to do it. We're going to have 3 storages because that is going to be a lot of storage there. But that's fine. We're going to stock up as much as we possibly can. And then we've got our 2 lumber jack flags that will help cut down everything. And we got this guy running around and doing all the stuff. Now he can reach everywhere, which is great. This is needing gears, which we can get from Production City. Now I have actually named all of these. If we take a look, I've actually, can we see from here? Okay, so no, that's not it. Where would it be? Here. So we've got the farm, which is this place over here. We got Botropolis, which is this over here. We got Clockwork City, because this is like, it runs like clockwork, I would like to say. We've got the Chem Lab, or the Chem Lab, however you want to say it. And we've got finally Vacation Island. So they have been named finally. We've got rid of this area here. I made a little design down here as well, which is pretty nice. I think that would do. I think that would definitely do. So let's continue with rearranging all these trees. We need to delete all of that. We don't really need to chop it down because we've got a lot of wood there. We need to delete all of that. We need to delete all of this. And then we'll put pine trees here. We'll actually remove this one because we're not actually using it. And that might actually give us some gears for the storages over there. And we'll put another large warehouse here. Oh, that went on top of there. Oh, 14 gears as well. Come on. Come on. What are you doing to me? And then we'll bung, what is it? Pine resin in there. Okay. So that just needs to pretty much get done. That's going to go in there. Then we're going to have a little lip down there. And that should feed or irrigate everything that we need to irrigate. And then we'll have some pathing going along here. Not that it means anything, because I don't think it can ever reach that far. But it's all about design. Okay, so the main thing is, we need to... I'm going to get robots in there because they don't break their teeth and they work all day, every day. Right, we've got some gears. Like, use the gears, guys. Use the gears. Oh, okay, no, there's some gears here. I think the problem with that is that we need to put it in a storage for them to actually use it. So let's just bung it in there. And they'll get that sorted. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let that get all sorted. I should actually remove this as well. I know I keep distracting myself, but I should actually move this because it's just out of place now, isn't it? Yep, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. we're gonna get rid of... Oh, I actually want... You know what? I actually want an underground storage for logs. Right there. Because, yeah, there's just not enough space here. And we're going to be cutting down a lot of trees. So, yeah, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. Alright, so we're going to let all of that get done. And I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, and there you have it. We call this the farm. Completely done. I think there could be one more thing done to it, and that's make more sunflower seeds. We are actually not keeping up with the amount we need, but other than that, look at this place. This place produces tons and tons of food. It produces its own wood, and it produces maple syrup and pine resin. And look at all the storage. All filled to the brim, apart from this one, which is sunflower seeds. So that's how I can tell that we need a bit more sunflower seeds. But other than that, it is pretty good. We did really good with this one. So with the farm done, we can now pretty much move on to moving all beavers over to Vacation Island. And that is what is going to be in the next episode. In the next episode, we're going to focus on sort of finishing up this series, and we're going to get all our beavers over to Vacation Island and get everywhere else powered by robots. That means we're going to have to turn on a bit more production. We're going to make some books as well, because we don't have any books, and we're going to see if we can actually provide the right amount of materials to produce as much robots as possible. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you have an amazing day. Peace.